Where a lot of us are having problems paying our, gas bill, really, and electricity, we're being told to heat our bodies rather than our home. So to that end, people are going out looking for thermals, gloves, blankets, and all that sort of thing. Now, there's a couple of worrying articles out there in the public involving electric blankets, and I'll tell you about that now. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing alright. I'm not too bad, not too bad. Let me know how you are in the comments below and that everything's okay. Well, yes, electric blankets. Now this seems to be the rage. I know a friend of mine that's got one and he sits with it wrapped around him and it takes the chill off, definitely. So they're a worthwhile thing to have. But there are an awful lot that are being sold online that are failing basic safety requirements, basic safety standards. Either they're built in a shoddy way, or they're not wired up properly. The plug adapters aren't safe, and there's a whole myriad of issues with them. A lot of these things are cheaply produced in China and other places of that nature and shipped over here and sold for peanuts compared with everything else. And I think this is where some of the problem lies. Now, there's this story that came out a few days ago about a woman that bought her mother an electric blanket. The best intentions, wanted to keep her warm. She was sat there one night watching the telly, and all of a sudden, this thing on her lap, it caught fire. Luckily, she was able-bodied enough to get it outside and stamp on it and put the fire out before anything bad happened. Now, if you imagined if that was an elderly person with limited mobility, that could have been completely disastrous. It's not good, not good. I mean, in that particular instance, she got a complete refund, and they said choose something at no cost out of our catalogue, and we'll send it to you, which was nice, I suppose. But you've got to watch out for these things. I mean, if anything, if it's too cheap, there's generally a warning sign. Now, there are things to look out for. Check if it's got any visible signs of damage as soon as you open it, and keep checking it all the time. Only use it for the purpose for which it's labelled, i.e. putting over a blanket or on top of you, to keep you warm. Regularly check the fuse and the plug, make sure they're okay. Never ever fold it up while it's on. Never touch it with wet hands or feet. It's an electric appliance at the end of the day. Replace the blanket if the fabric is frayed. So if there's any damage to it at all, I think these things have got like a heat grid through them, haven't they? So, get rid of it and replace it if there's a problem. And also, when you store it, don't put anything heavy on top of it because that can damage it too. But all in all, more people are going to be buying these things. And, you've got to be so careful. Not only the manufacturing's up to scratch, but you've got to make sure that there aren't people out there just selling cheap old tat to make an easy few quid. It's not good. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm off. I'll see you with another one. Toodaloo.